Thank you very much, folks, for having me here today. I think it's been a fantastic rally so far, and let this just be the beginning of ensuring that that crumbling relic that stands across the road gets its act together and starts to represent all of the people here and across these islands of the United Kingdom. What I should say to you is that as an SNP MP, I have an actual majority of votes in my constituency. But it's been referenced that we got 96% of the seats in Scotland last May, which still feels weird. But we only got 51% of the vote. I can't believe I'm saying only. And it's right that we still now, as before then, believe in a system that would cost us seats. Why? Because it is more democratic and representative. Politics should be a battle of ideas, not a battle about numbers. Politics and getting elected should be difficult. You should have to chap doors, convince voters, get people to turn out rather than relying on safe seats. But what the election in Scotland last year and on Thursday has shown us is that there is no such thing as a safe seat in Scotland, and our democracy is better for it. It's also been mentioned that in our local government elections in Scotland we have a single transferable voting system. Let me just tell you the revolution that brought to my home city of Glasgow. We have 79 councillors in Glasgow City Chambers. In 1999, which was the last council election to happen under the 2003 was the last council election to happen under the first past the post system. Glasgow had, of 79 available seats, 74 Labour Party councillors. But because of that democratic revolution, smaller parties like us, like the Greens, like Independents did better, and it encouraged cross-party working. And Labour were able to gain a majority, but they did that despite our efforts with hard graft. And that brings me back to my point. Getting elected should be difficult. It should be about ideas and not about numbers. And on Thursday in Scotland, when we re-elected our Scottish Parliament of 129 MSPs, some using the first past the post system, some with the top-up system, I'm delighted that our party will work with other parties such as the Greens and the Liberal Democrats to look at changing the system for electing members in constituencies so that it fairly reflects the intentions of the voters. But the final thing I would say to you is this. The Scottish National Party started out with 3 or 4 people in a saltire in a back room somewhere in the 1920s. It's been mentioned that you sometimes feel as though you're banging your head against a brick wall. You should see the brick wall I banged my head against for many years. It takes effort. It takes time. Win the argument. Persuade people. Persuade more people. When you've persuaded them, persuade them to persuade more people, and you will get there. But that cannot be the end of the democratic revolution that has to happen in these islands. Because the Conservative government, whilst it is about to embark on cutting the number of MPs for this country, whilst it stuffs the House of Lords full of cronies and Tory donors, is the next target on my list to ensure we have a democracy that looks like a 21st century democracy rather than the People's Republic of China. That institution across there, whilst it does indeed have some good people, one of whom we have heard from today, has no place in any sort of country that wants to lead the world and call itself a democracy. So whilst this may be your first demo, your first introduction to this issue, or you may have been with it for many, many years, there is still some way to go. But if we work together, if we pull together, whether Scotland is independent or not, we can still work together and achieve proportional representation and a system that matches votes with the seats in that Parliament. So thank you for listening, and go forward with our best wishes from Scotland. Thank you.